Think of it like this, America. We're all stuck in a giant game show. Not a fun one, mind you. More like one of those dystopian ones where the prize is basic human decency and the penalty is, well, everything else. The worst part? We didn't even sign up for it. We're constantly told there are two sides, red team versus blue team, Republicans versus Democrats. It's a tale as old as time itself, or at least as old as whenever the two-party system decided to stop pretending to be civil. The problem is they need us at each other's throats. Why? Because a divided nation is a distracted nation. It's much easier to slip some shady legislation under the rug when everyone's too busy arguing about which side is more patriotic or whose Supreme Court justice pick was more morally ambiguous. And the worst part? They're laughing all the way to the bank. Literally. Our elected officials are raking in donations and endorsements all while we're stuck paying the price for their manufactured outrage. Both sides are guilty of this. They weaponize complex issues, boiling them down to bite-sized chunks of fear and anger that are easier to digest than actual policy. They're counting on us not to read the fine print, the part where they're selling us out to the highest bidder. Take healthcare, for example. It's a mess, right? Everyone agrees on that. But instead of actually fixing it, they use it as a political football, tossing it back and forth while Americans are left struggling to afford basic medical care. Or how about climate change? The planet's literally on fire, but we're too busy arguing about whether it's caused by humans or some cosmic burp to actually do something about it. It's enough to make you wonder if they're taking advice from a bunch of arsonists dressed up as firefighters. Here's the real kicker, folks. While they're busy playing their games, our voices are getting lost in the noise. We're so caught up in the manufactured outrage that we forget to hold them accountable for the things that actually matter. They know this. They rely on it. They know that a divided public is a powerless public, and they certainly don't want us realizing that we outnumber them. Big time. They silence dissent, whether it's through gerrymandering, voter suppression, or just plain old-fashioned smear campaigns. They control the narrative, feeding us carefully curated sound bites and talking points designed to keep us angry, afraid, and most importantly, divided. So what can we do about it? How do we break free from this cycle of division and manipulation? It starts with recognizing the game for what it is. We need to start thinking for ourselves, folks. Question everything. Don't just blindly accept what your chosen political party is selling. Look beyond the headlines, the tweets, the carefully crafted sound bites. Most importantly, we need to start talking to each other again, not as Democrats or Republicans, but as Americans. We need to remember that we have more in common than what divides us. This isn't about picking a side, it's about taking back our country. It's about reminding our elected officials that they work for us, not the other way around. Remember, folks, united we stand, divided we fall. And right now we're teetering awfully close to the edge.